In the early hours of July the 30th, 1943, the Belgian resistance managed to blow up a German troop train as it was passing over this bridge. This is the other side of the bridge, and I think it's probably from this side that the dramatic photographs were taken. They, of course, were taken by one of the German officers who was clearing up the mess afterwards. And he took them into Leuven to get the film developed, and of course the Leuven photographer kept some copies for himself and for posterity. Local legend always had it that there were hundreds of German casualties of this particular attack. German records, however, suggest that the real total was 6, plus a couple of Belgian railwaymen who were working on the train at the time. Then the question is, how come, after such an audacious act of resistance, how come there were no local civilian reprisals? And for that we have to go a bit further back up the road. It may be that there is a connection with these buildings. Immediately behind me is a former cigar factory on the outskirts of our village, and beside it is a range of accommodation built for the workers. The owner of the cigar factory, Joseph Daterin, lived just across the road here in this villa, and it's thought that he was on sufficiently good terms with the local Germans that he was able to persuade them that the bombing of the bridge had been carried out not by the Belgian resistance but by British paratroopers. The fact that they'd used British equipment to do it made this an easier story to sell. And so, as a result of his intervention, there were no reprisals against local civilians of the kind that unfortunately happened all too often elsewhere. So that's the end of this particular story.